And we're ready to get started. I'm going to pull the bandages out and give them a light squeeze. I don't want it sopping wet, you'll make a mess. But I don't twist it so it's completely dry. Just somewhere in the middle, just give it a squeeze. And you need something for them to touch, so I'm going to just have her touch the wall. And we'll lift your foot. And here we go. Okay. At this point the bag goes on. Okay. Let's tilt you out so you're facing out and just touch the wall behind you for support. Now I want all the weight on the leg that I'm wrapping always. It's going to be tighter on the inside than it is in the front and the outside. Continue as if these bandages are connected. Lift if they have a problem area here. Because remember, we can't go too tight on the knees. Hooking in the back with my thumb. Make sure I'm all the way up into the crease of the leg. And I'm coming up to the pelvic bone. And suck in. Suck in. Good. I like to have my rubber bands already on my baggies. You don't have to do it that way. Weight on that side, very good. Once they get used to getting wrapped, they'll know what to do. Like Sky here. One, two. One, two. One, two. Start tight. See how I start tight my first time around too? This is how to not waste bandages. Stretch. And just keeping it tight all the way around the leg. Again, never lose your tension and then pull. Okay, we've gotten to a point where it's rolling again here. I'm just going to continue up the leg. I didn't have quite enough. Okay, again hooking it in back and high into the leg. Suck in. Suck in. Good. Okay, now the leg should be smooth and tight. See this? You know, it's relatively smooth here. If you have an uneven tension, you keep losing your tension and it's tight, loose, you'll see that it's bumpy and it's not comfortable. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next step is the diaper. Would you hold that, please? Also, you want to make sure this is nice and flat over the pelvic bone. You never want a wad of fabric in this area. It can make their body feel achy. Feet apart a little bit. And we do our lift in the back. Okay, you can let go. Coming back down with pressure here. Let's turn so we can show. And then we shape the top with tension here. I was able to get Sky pretty well shaped with 2 turns through. If you need to do more, do more. It's just whatever it takes to make a nice shape. Okay, we'll repeat the exact same thing on the other side. So, Sky, I'm going to have you turn the opposite way. I'm going to have you hold here. Lifting from the bottom. And shaping the top. Okay, now I've got a lot of layers here. I'm going to start to move up with this extra bandage. Later on in wrapping, you'll learn how you can use this and go right into your next step. Suck in. Okay. Now I've got enough where I can actually cover her rib cage, but can't make the ribs too tight, so I'm going to have her take a deep breath, hold it. Okay, next step is the skirt. So I'm going to have you face the wall, Sky, close enough to touch. Put your feet forward, and I want you to tuck your hips under. Tuck your pelvic bone. I want her back to be nice and straight. If you wrap somebody with their back curved out, they can really get a backache from that. So you want to make sure that their hips are tucked. Another thing is that she is standing in a straight line. You don't want somebody leaning into the wall, or they'll end up sore in the wrap and you won't be able to figure out what's happening. For this step, I'd go down to eye level, feet all the way together, hips tucked, and this is stretched about at the crotch area in front, and I go downward angle on the side to really tighten there. And you're going up in a U shape. Front is stretched and tight, and back scoops up. Front is stretched and tight. Let me turn you to the side so we can see. Don't just go around the front and not use your bandage. This is stretched and tight. You see that flattening there? That's what we want. So it's tight all the way around. Okay, feet together, tuck your hips. And we just continue in this upward motion until we run out of bandage. Now again on Sky, 1 bandage was enough for this lower part. On somebody else, maybe you'll need 2. Again, it's just whatever it takes to make a nice shape.